Ladies and gentlemen, I have a question. When did the Right Honorable Prime Minister Raila Odinga die? It was on Wednesday, 15th October 2025, when we received news of the passing on of the Right Honorable Raila Odinga. The president announced his death, and it was official that Raila Odinga had passed on.
Fellow citizens, it is with deep sorrow that I inform the nation of the passing on of the Right Honorable Raila Amolo Odinga, our former Prime Minister, Kenya's foremost statesman, and one of Africa's greatest sons. Kenya, Africa and the world mourn the passing on of a giant of democracy, a fearless freedom fighter, and a tireless warrior of good governance.
But several questions have been raised concerning whether Raila Odinga actually died the same day on Wednesday, 15th of October 2025. A lot of theories explains that Raila Odinga could have died 2 weeks before the official announcement. In fact, some suggest Raila Odinga died in Kenya. Then the government, based on the status of Raila Odinga, they were just confused and they didn't know how Kenyans were going to react. They scripted to appear that Raila Odinga was sick. He went to India, get treated. Then, unfortunately, he didn't make it. So the theory says, as explained from some quarters, Raila Odinga died in Kenya. Then the government scripted to appear like Raila Odinga was taken to India. Initially, it was German, but they later changed it to India. So Raila Odinga did not actually go to India. Raila Odinga, all this long, for 2 weeks, he has been in Kenya and he had died in Kenya. But it appeared that he was in India. So after their script probably worked and the leakage started becoming too much, then they decided to kill Raila Odinga, to say that Raila Odinga saizi ndiye ameweza kuiaga dunia. So the first one, Raila Odinga didn't go to India, but died 2 weeks ago and was in Kenya. They only scripted it to fit their convenience. The second one, okay, I disputed the first one, this is the theory, because you want to tell me that Raila Odinga's bodyguard can be that a good actor, so he didn't know that Raila Odinga actually died 2 weeks and was actually in India, and after the announcement of his death, suddenly it was too emotional. You want to tell me that he is such a good actor? You want to tell me that people like Edwin Sifuna can be such good actors? You want to tell me suddenly they were emotional after the announcement that Raila Odinga has already passed on? So you want to tell me that Edwin Sifuna had no information? So I dispute this theory, though some explains the absence of family members, ODM fraternity in India, the all 2 weeks raises concern. But anyway, the second theory is much better, and it has been taken to be almost true, though it has also some questions, that Raila Odinga was critically ill, was in a critical condition. Then the doctors could do anything, and they suspected this man might not make it. So they flew Honorable Raila Odinga all the way to India, not for further medication, but to script the whole thing, to get prepared on how to get the country prepared. Anyway, so Raila Odinga was critically ill, was at a critical condition, and they suspected he could not make. So they flew Raila Odinga to India, not for further medical attention, not for further medical treatment, but to prepare on how to approach the whole issue, on how to announce to Kenyans, on how to just get some mood from the ground. How are the supporters of Raila Odinga going to take it? So he went to India, and Raila Odinga was clinically dead 2 weeks ago. So they could not bring the news to Kenya. Clinically dead. What do I mean? That Raila Odinga was in life supporting machine. Without it, Raila Odinga was lifeless. So it was clinically dead. So some people were asking, so what about these videos we are seeing online, these pictures, videos showing Raila Odinga actually walking alongside his longtime bodyguard? What are those videos? They are real. The doctors' explanation from doctors. So the evidence backing the second theory is that these photos you are seeing online, these videos you are seeing online could be edited. Others says these photos and videos circulating online could be videos from the previous visit of Raila Odinga to India. Zimeletwa tu online to play along with this script by the government of Kenya. So why are they scripting? Let me now come near conclusion, and possibly why the government could script this, why the government could actually take wrong before they announce Raila Odinga's death, why the government is hiding some of this information. Based on the status of Raila Odinga was not only the Kenya's second prime minister, a very prominent person, but was also the people's president. Yes, he didn't ascend to power as Kenya's president, but he ruled, he governed in the people's heart. So Raila Odinga, despite the happenings in 2024, when he literally betrayed the Genesis by joining in hand with President William Samoei Ruto and formed what they said or what they called broad-based government, Raila Odinga still had a very solid support from Kenyans. Yes, they didn't agree with him for dining with the oppressor, the so-called William Samoei Ruto, the president, but naturally, they loved Raila Odinga. Personally, sometimes I disagreed with Raila Odinga on some issues. And the main issue was dining with President William Samoei Ruto, who turned against Gen Zs, the abductor. So I, I didn't, I, I didn't support Raila Odinga's choice in dining with President William Samoei Ruto, but I loved Baba. I loved Raila Odinga. So Raila Odinga is prominent. The nature of status, how people took him. Baba, it was a Baba, ni Baba wa taifa. So announcing, giving Kenyans such information that Raila Odinga eti amekufa leo, then eti Wakenya watangaziwe Raila Odinga ameiaga dunia. Do you think they gauge the ground? That is why some information could leak. Lee funeral home, Wakenya wataichukuliaje ati Raila ameiaga dunia? So wakagive that information, wakagauge the ground. Now they said wacha to stop this life supporting machine, na tuseme tushapata vile tumepanga sawasawa, chenye tumepanga watu fulani, tumepanga kila kitu iko kabambe kabisa. Now let us stop the life supporting machine na tuweze kusema kwamba Raila Odinga finally has rested. Anyway, those are the theories. I don't know the truth, but Raila Odinga could have died. There's a possibility that Raila Odinga died 2 weeks ago, 2 weeks before the official announcement. And this, based on his status, there's a possibility this explanation, this theory might not be the truth. It might not be accurate. Probably you have a divergent views. Do you think, the question remains, do you think Raila Odinga, Prime Minister, Enigma, Baba, Jacom, Awampo, the 5th, died on Wednesday, 15th October 2025? What do you think? Let's meet in the comment section below. Don't forget to subscribe to this channel. Turn on the notification bell so that you are notified every time we post a new video like this. My name is SC Bon. See you in the next video. Bye. Baba. Rest in peace. Jacob. Baba. Hawambo. Enigma. Raila Amolo Odinga.